Aloha. How y'all doing? Hi. I'm Nobody. Welcome to my channel. If you like anime, you like manga, you like manhwa, you like donghua, you like K-drama, you like K-pop, you like all that, you're gonna like it here. And you should come back, okay? Today is a scandalous video, okay? First off, let me just go ahead and explain what manga is for some of you people who are like trying to step out of anime and into the manga world. And like anime comes after manga, okay? Manga comes first. I know what you're thinking. Manga is typically known as the read version of anime, but hold up. Cause your sis don't like to read, okay? But manga is like picture books. Who don't like picture books? Especially if it's about a story that you actually want to hear. Not about Red Riding Hood or the Three Little Bears or Three Piggies, whatever. Nah. It's like, it's good, okay? I'm sorry. I'm feeling so, I don't know how to feel since I'm trying to put this scandalous stuff on the internet. But it's already being done. But yeah. So for me, I've always read manga. And I mean, I love anime too, but I've always read like manga, all kinds. But really with manga, you know, like especially I've recommended before webtoons. Like webtoons are good, okay? Webtoons are good, manga's good, but a lot of that stuff is PG. And I'm grown. So I get tired of looking at the PG stuff. Like I'm not a little kid no more. If you are a kid watching this, I'm sorry. But I'm not no little kid, okay? I'm grown. Like one thing I've realized after I've like grown up and left college and everything, like life is R-rated. And they don't tell you that when you're a kid because they're trying to shield you from all the R-rated stuff. But they just throw you into the R-rated adult world and expect you to know how to handle it. Life is so upside down. But yeah, I got tired of looking at the PG stuff because life is R-rated and I want to see the R-rated stuff. I want to see something I can relate to, something that's not like so cutesy rainbows, because life is not cutesy rainbows. So yeah. Nonetheless, I have found that place, that app. Okay. I'm gonna call it the L app or the L website. On the L app, everything's pretty much PG, but on the L website, it's like mature stuff, rated R. I can't pronounce the name of the app, so that's why I'm just calling it the L app. But I'll leave everything in the description box below. And I am gonna recommend two webtoons or manga, whatever, for you guys to start off with that I feel like is a good thing for like beginners to watch, like read. But I've been in this game for a while. So maybe what I recommend is a little bit too much for you. If it is, I'm sorry, but I'm nobody. So nobody recommended that to you. Let me stop. But yeah, I'm gonna recommend two, but first I want to kind of get into the app. So yeah, to access the website, you have to be like 18 or older. You know, you have to create an account and you do have to spend money. You have to spend real coins. And if you really like manga, or if you're, well, some of them you don't have to spend like coins. Like they give you the first few episodes free sometimes. But in order to like, if you like the story and to order to like continue the story, you have to buy like coins. Like you have to spend your real coins. And if it's something you really like, or if you really want to support the author, why wouldn't you just spend your real coins? Because you want to support your author. And the more support you give your author, the more episodes they'll give you. And maybe they'll even give you a second season. Okay? Or they'll give you more works. It's all the circle of finances, okay? It's like you give some, you take some. But yeah, you have to actually spend your real coins to get coins in order to continue some of the stories, because they only give you like a few episodes free. And yeah, you have to be 18 or older, create an account, yada, yada, yada. All that good stuff. And that's just for the website. The website has all the R-rated stuff, and the app is PG. Now, I think that's pretty much a good introduction to the app. Now we're going to talk about the 2 webtoons that I'm going to recommend to you guys. Or manga, manhwa, whatever. The first one I'm really, like, addicted to is called Duchess Debauchery. I don't know why I'm, like, addicted to this freaking manga. Like, it's so... I don't know. I've been in this game for a minute, like I said, right? So sometimes you'll find some that are literally just about sex, and then you'll find some that have like lots of story, one scene sex. I'm okay with those, but sometimes the ones that are about sex, like every episode, I'm kind of like, okay, I need to chill. Because I mean, I'm grown, I love sex and everything, but like every episode, like where's the substance? Where's the story? Where's the plot? That's probably why I like Duchess Debauchery, because it has a plot and it has sex. Like, it has like an equal amounts of both. And should I explain it a little bit? I'm gonna explain it a little bit. I'm not a good storyteller, but I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna try my best not to give the whole story away, because 1, it's not finished, and 2, I hate when people do that to me, because let me read it for myself. But I'm gonna tell you enough that hopefully gets you interested to check it out. Yeah, Duchess Debauchery. So if you couldn't tell from the title, it's about a duchess who is very, like, she's very, the reason why she's definitely my favorite character in this manga, and here's my reason why. She kind of, I feel like she almost models every woman in today's society. Like, you are a sex-crazed woman who is meant to hide your sexuality because it's not proper, and you're like just supposed to be a tool for society to move on. You know, I guess, was that a good explanation? But anyway, back then, the setting of this manga takes place in like Queen Elizabeth era, you know, where women didn't really own property. They were kind of just like married off to husbands to expand their family and wealth. So yeah, so she's really like this like sex crazed woman, but she's like hiding it all under a mask because she's supposed to be very, you know, she's supposed to be a lady. She's noble. She's a noble woman. And I feel like that models a lot of women in society. Like, a lot of us are, you know, love having sex, love doing debaucherous things, but we get shamed for it because we're not supposed to be like that. That's probably why she's my favorite character, because once again, I can relate to her, because life is not PG. It is R-rated, and that is what I'm trying to get, and I got that from this manga, and that's why I love it, and I'm addicted. But yeah, she's this sex crazed woman, and she has a husband who hates her guts because he hates her father. Really, I guess yeah. In the beginning, he hates her because he hates her father. Her father's a really bad guy. Surprise, who is a good guy for marrying their daughter off to somebody who they've never met. But yeah, her dad's terrible, marries her off to the Duke, who is the son of the king, and he hates her to the point where he kind of forces her to get a divorce, by cutting off her funds. And back then, you know, like, you didn't have money coming from, like, women didn't have no way to get money except from their husband. So when he cut off her funds, it literally cut off her way of living, and she couldn't afford to keep maids around and everything like that. So he forces her to sign the divorce papers by coercing her into it, and it works. But in order for her to sign the papers, she is, this is another reason why I like her. She's so feisty, okay? Like, she is not no pushover, even though she has no choice to do the things that she does, like being married off to whoever. She's not really like no pushover for real. And she says, like, if I'm going to sign the papers, I have to lay down my own conditions. I'm like, okay, sis, what's up? Like, she laid down her own conditions. She said, if I got to sign these papers and we got to get divorced, I want to be able to fuck whoever I want until the divorce is approved. Purr! Yes! Do it! Like, he ain't giving you none. You ain't getting none from nobody. Like, you can't get none from nobody because, you know, infidelity and all that. But, like, he hates your guts anyway. So I was like, I like this. Nah, that was like a turning point for me. So he was like, are you fucking crazy? Like he literally was like, are you crazy? Because that could literally ruin his reputation. Like, his wife is cheating on him. You hate her anyway. So, like, eventually she does sign the papers because he agrees to her conditions, but he has something up his own sleeve, which I hate him for this. Like, how dare you? You gotta really read the manga. I'm gonna leave it at that. But, like, he has something up his sleeve, like his own little conditions to, like, in my opinion, I feel like he tricked her. And we don't like trickery. But then again, that's life, okay? Life is R-rated. Life is full of tricks. And I feel like that's really enough to get you interested in the story. Like, I love the main character. She's great. But her husband kind of, like, tricks her into something. It's not really, Yeah, I'm gonna leave it to you guys to like read it, because then I feel like it gives away the story too much. But yeah, once again, check out Duchess Debauchery on the L website. It's really good. I love it. I'm addicted. The second one I want to recommend is called Wild Eyes. I'm not sure if I really like this, but I mean, it's something I don't mind reading, because once again, it's not all sex, and it's not, like, sex this episode, sex next episode, sex. It's not all that. It's got a little bit of both, but I don't know how I feel about the story. That's my thing. Like, I don't know where this story is going, and I don't know how I feel about it starting off. Like, I'm kind of still interested because I want to see where it goes. Like, let me explain it. Now, this one I'm going to really be terrible at explaining, because I'll try my best, but I really don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what's going on in the story. Maybe I'm just too slow. I don't know. But, like, it seems like there's this, once again, it's another situation where it's this son of an emperor, but this is more of like in the Korean setting, like where there were eunuchs and whatnot. Like, it's kind of that setting. It's not like the Queen Elizabeth era, but it still has that same vibe, because you got an emperor and you got the son's emperor. But it seems in this storyline, the emperor can have sex with the maids, and the maids can be upgraded to upgraded. They can be promoted. Like, I don't know, it's this weird thing about it. They can be promoted to concubines, and then once they're concubines, they can be promoted to empress if they're good enough, or the king, queen, whoever. I don't know. Because I think that's how his mom, the mom of the son. Lord Jesus, let me start over, okay? I'm sitting here literally trying to figure this story out as I'm trying to tell it to you guys. Let's start this again. So you have the emperor who has a son, and he got his son from his current wife, which was a concubine. And she, for some reason, doesn't really like, I get bad vibes about her to her son. Like, I don't think she really likes her son for real, even though she really like that's really her son, like that came out her body. I don't think she likes her son for real. Because she sends these maids to him at night to like service him, pleasure him, get his nut out and everything. But they always be having something up their sleeve, like poison, or they're trying to like seduce him. I don't know how that benefits the empress. Like, I don't know how that benefits her, but it looks like she's what is she trying to do? Like, I don't know what she's trying to do. But honestly, that's like a small part of the story. That's just the one part of the story I really don't get. But there's this one maid who comes recommended, not necessarily by the empress, but by like the head maid. And she actually knew the prince before, their first encounter. But I don't think the prince remembers her. So the prince is like on guard, because he's thinking like, oh, my mom sent you to poison me again, or to try and seduce me. What do you have up your sleeve? little does he know, this girl has nothing up her sleeve. Like, she really just trying to do her job. Like, she's really a dedicated maid. Like, she's dedicated to cleaning, cooking, doing her job, letting you get your nut off and leaving the next morning. That's why I'm saying I don't know how I feel about this story. Like, I'm curious to see where it goes, to see if they actually end up together in some way. But it's not off to a good start. But it is something good to, like, it's a good first, like, if anything, I think this is a really good manga to start off for somebody who's never read, like, mature manga before. But yeah, she's really dedicated to just doing her job, and he can't figure her out. And that's all that is to that story. Like, you really just got to read it yourself, because, I mean, I think they have the first couple episodes free. It's really new. It's still ongoing. Kind of like Duchess Debauchery. Like, that one isn't finished either. Like, they're, like, currently updating every Thursday. Same thing with Wild Eyes. They're updating. Like, they're not finished. I would recommend those two. Check out those two first and tell me how you feel about it. If you don't like rated R stuff, you didn't hear from me. Didn't hear from me, okay? Yeah. And I think on that we're gonna end this video.